Well, the weather isn't looking too nice, but we can still fly. Today we have another special day. We are going to be flying from Innsbruck all the way to Milano with a Cessna 172. Me and a friend of mine are gonna fly. And then from Milano, I'm gonna take an airline, Vueling.com. I'm gonna fly all the way to Barcelona. And on Sunday, today is Friday, on Sunday we're gonna come back and do the same thing again. Let's see how it goes, guys.
Alright, let me tell you about my original plans and how I had to change them in less than a week. Originally, it was planned to fly with the Delta Echo Lima Alpha Tango, which is standing behind the Cessna, and leave it for 2 nights in Milano Bresso. Due to an engine failure, it got grounded, and so I had to quickly find a replacement aircraft, the Cessna, as well as an extra pilot to fly it back. Thanks again, Seaman, for your time. We fly for about 150 nautical miles at an average cruise speed of 100 knots. We are getting ready to inspect the aircraft and start with the pre-flight check. The clouds are hanging low, however they will clear soon.
Simon fueled up about 88 liters of avgas. In the meantime, I got ready to check the engine oil compartment. In this particular Cessna, we have about 7.5 quarts of oil inside. When I checked, it was only 7, so we added a little bit in order to compensate.
The great thing about flying with another pilot is that you can double check everything. That means double the safety. I trimmed this part down significantly. Usually there's a lot more to do, a lot more checklists that you have to go through. The whole process of preparing your airplane to go for a flight actually takes quite some time. And usually you need about an hour from the moment that you get to until the moment that you can actually start taxiing. In this case, obviously, we don't want to look at a 1-hour video of me just doing a bunch of stuff. We do want to start flying. So here we are at holding point Bravo from into 6, starting our engine run up and then getting ready for takeoff. Do not take the hand off the throttle, guys. I just can't seem to learn. I'm using a GoPro Hero 10 to film all of my aviation videos, and as you can see from this footage, I put it into time lapse and then just let it run, and it stabilizes physically and digitally the video all for you. We're flying over the Alps right now. We have a few low-hanging clouds. Well, technically we're at about 3,500 meters up right now. You can see a glacier here in the background. We will soon be passing the international border between Austria and Italy, and this is the moment where I get hungry. You gotta eat, guys, you gotta eat.
Italian landscapes are just so beautiful.
Finding an airfield is much more difficult than you might think. We were arguing as to where exactly it was, but eventually we found it. Still, it was an easy task to find one small plot of land in the middle of a city and its suburbs. It didn't help either that no one was communicating with us on the frequency. The thing is, we have to do a kind of a US-American approach where there is no one inside of the tower and you blindly communicate with other aircraft on the frequency, telling them your position and your intentions. In Austria, this doesn't happen. Whenever an airfield is open, that means that also someone is inside the tower, helping you with navigation and also coordinating as to what plane does what. So we had to do a US-American approach, and thankfully, thanks to YouTube, I did have some knowledge as to how exactly I was going to do this. We opted to fly over the airfield and inspect it in case there might be any obstructions on the airfield itself, as well as the wind socket, which could indicate the direction and the wind speed. We opted for a runway 18 approach, so here, please enjoy and rate my landing.
So, na, bevor wir Master Switch aufmachen, schauen wir uns nochmal schnell an bezüglich Remaining Fuel, wie du das alles einstellst. Und, boah, bin ich gerade müde vom ganzen Fliegen. Ja. So, Estimate Remaining ist, du musst eh nicht einstellen, weil er hat ja eh 91 jetzt noch übrig. Wir schauen jetzt nochmal manuell nach, wie viel es ist.
Nein, ich habe mir gedacht, weil beim Starten kommt es ja automatisch.
Genau.
Aber wenn ich da jetzt nicht lang drauf bleibe,
hast du hinbekommen?
ich habe mich sofort noch erinnert. Und zwar bei den beiden.
Alright, we made it after 1.5 hours from Innsbruck to Milano. Now we are here with wonderful weather. This is the Cessna 172 we've been flying with. My colleague is right now inside. He's preparing the airplane in order to take off again. We have wonderful Italian weather, lots of airplanes, and someone is taking off right now. Let's take a look at that. Nice, gear retracted. We have 0936. I have about 2 hours left to get to the airport. My flight starts at 2:30 p.m. from Malpensa airport. Right now we're at Bresso. I have to get to Malpensa, which is a different airport, a bigger airport. From then I will then take a flight for 1.5 hours to Barcelona, where I will then enjoy Spain. Awesome. Let's just wait until he takes off.
And as important as I am, I get called to work even though I'm on vacation.
That was how I did that.
So it's time to take the metro in Milano and then the train to get to Malpensa. Fascinating thing for me, this is the first time I'm actually driving on a metro without a conductor. Alright guys, here we are at Milano airport, currently enjoying my lunch. In about 2 hours my flight is gonna depart to Barcelona. For now I'm gonna eat, then I'm gonna do all the security checks and wait for my plane to arrive. Sounds awesome. I'm actually quite excited to know which plane I'm going to be flying. It's going to be Airbus, Boeing, A320, 737. We shall see soon.
We've been selling very well also those headphones, the one from Sony.
Alright guys, we made it. We were supposed to be taking off at 2:30, now it's 3:30, 1 hour late. We've missed our slot entirely, so I'm kind of interested in what happens next. The good part is though, everything is going alright. I still got time. Cool thing is we're flying with an Airbus A320 today. I do actually read this every once in a while. After all, it's nice to spend the time doing something while you actually go out, and plus it helps you for whatever reason. If something were to happen, you never know. So always gotta be prepared, guys. We still need about 1.5 hours to Barcelona, and then yeah, kind of hoping we're gonna get there soon. See you guys. Gonna set up the camera and see you later.
As you can see from the ground here, we're going on to runway 35 left. That means we will depart with quite a northern vector, but we will soon take a left turn. And whenever you do, guys, whenever you're in the plane, please don't be like this.
Yes, we made it to Barcelona finally. It's 6 p.m. now. I have no idea where to go. I need to find a train station. And gonna check in at the hotel. Well, it's actually a hostel. And then I'm gonna go to eat. That's life. That's life.
Another train ride in the metro of Barcelona, and shout out to these guys who approached me and asking me if I was a YouTuber. You're cool.
So I'm in Barcelona and I kind of want to eat tonkatsu now, which doesn't make sense. Completely wrong country. We're here for something else. Let's go find it. ¿Cuál es la mejor paella que tenés?
No sé, la paella marinera, también del pollo, también el arroz negro, son sabores diferentes.
A ver, ¿qué opinas? Entonces, ¿qué decir del marisco? ¿Está bien esa?
Sí.
Perfecto, tomamos esa. ¿Y tenés un vino blanco que para
Sí.
acompañar? ¿Una copa?
¿Qué desea? ¿Cómo prefiere el vino? ¿Un poco frutado, seco?
Más frutado.
Más frutado. Vale, un verdejo. Le doy para probar. Si no le gusta, lo cambio, sin problema.
Hacémoslo así, muchas gracias. ¿Sí?
De nada. Ah, ¿desea también un poco de agua?
Dale, un vaso de agua, si querés.
Sí.
Perfecto.
I love paella. Guys, if you ever go to Barcelona, eat that stuff every day. So here's the main reason I actually came to Barcelona, to meet up with my cousin on the left here and her fiancé Martin on the right. I haven't seen them in 6 years, so this was actually quite a nice reunion. Saturday morning, Barcelona. Let's enjoy a nice breakfast. And with my nice breakfast, I also have an arrest going on right outside of the bakery. As a recommendation, always go to McDonald's in a foreign country. The way they mix tradition with McDonald's is hilarious.
No, es un menu, creo. Sí. Está linda. una selva ahora. Martín, ¿sabes dónde estamos, che?
¿Dónde?
Estamos en el Amazonas, ¿no?
Nos vinimos por este lado.
Qué lindo, A ver, Ceci, ¿cuál es tu pez espíritu?
El más chiquitito.
¿El más chiquitito?
No sé qué parece.
La Sagrada Familia is one of the most unique buildings I have seen in my life. The attention to detail is extremely high. There is no copy-paste going on here whatsoever. If you're ever here, I do recommend taking a very thorough look around the outer walls. There is so much to spot, so much to discover. Sunday morning at about 5 a.m. It's already time for me to return. Gate 69, nice.
Viene por aquí. Gracias. Bueno.
Alright guys, we got an A320 today as well. We are soon gonna depart, this time on time at least, not like last time. My friend already is getting ready. He is getting the Diamond aircraft DA42 twin engine aircraft to get me to pick up at Milano, and then we will fly back to Innsbruck. Stay tuned guys.
My friend Armin here, sitting on the left in the pilot seat, is a flight instructor. He also taught me a few times while I was in flight school. I actually don't have any training in order to fly a multi-engine piston aircraft, but since he's a flight instructor and I'm sitting on the right seat, I was allowed to take care of the controls. Right now I'm taxiing, for example. Soon I'll be taking off and then I'll be flying inside this wonderful twin-engine aircraft. Now this aircraft is a beast. Right now above us is an alpha airspace, which means as a VFR flight we are not allowed to enter into it whatsoever. Now this airplane pushes up really strongly. You have to use the trim rudder in order to be able to push the nose down without using all of your strength in your arms. We are soon gonna be able to climb a little bit higher, especially once the mountain starts. The alpha airspace is going to be gone, and then we have clearance to fly all the way up to, I think it was 14,500 feet. Staying above the clouds wasn't possible for us, especially since we didn't know if above Innsbruck there was a possibility to get down. So this hole represented a perfect opportunity to descend under the clouds and then keep on flying from there. I do got admit though, inside of the Austrian Alps, it was quite interesting to fly around. We had wonderful panorama, as well as some very interesting flight routes where you just kind of have to fly in between the peaks. It was pretty cool. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, leave a comment down below. It helps me to keep on producing more videos as well if you could. Link is down in the description for my Patreon page. Aviation is quite an expensive hobby, so any dollar, any euro helps in order to keep on flying more. Thank you guys.